Your strategy again will also depend upon your investing approach. Are you going to be passive or are you going to be active? A lot of people do passive development, and you can 100% do that. I'm developing in Brisbane and I live in Melbourne. I've got to fly. I had to fly in a couple of times to sort out some stuff with the builder or with the architects or the town planner. And I think must have made maybe 2 trips that were dedicated to organizing everything. But apart from that, everything else is being organized over the phone, over emails. The technology is fantastic these days. So you can be passive if you've got a full-time job and you make good money in your job and you love your job, stick to it. But you can still be a passive developer, and you can maintain your job, invest and let the market generate capital. You could buy something. You could, after you've done this course, it shows you how to analyze different properties. You can find a cash flow positive property for yourself. So, or you can become a money partner with somebody. If you've got a mate and you both decide to do that, your mate could be the person who's doing who runs around and gets the job done, and you could be the person who provides the cash or who provides the serviceability, and you both benefit from it. So these 2 strategies are related to the generic buy and hold, but these are basically if you want to manufacture your equity and then hold the assets. And if you want to be an active, you can manufacture growth. You can manufacture growth by so many different strategies. And when we discuss the no money down deals module, we'll go through all these different strategies in more detail. Actively, you can learn the ropes and do it yourself. So your strategy is very dependent. There's no fixed strategy that I can give you. Okay, follow this template. It'll never happen because your scenario is different, your financial circumstances are different, your capacity to pick up a project is different, and everyone else is the same. So there's no plan. I can't extrapolate numbers and show you a table that's what happens, because all those tables are based on assumptions, and those assumptions can be different to your current scenario. You can do no money down deals. Now, no money down deals is a module in its own right, and that's why I do not discuss it in more detail over here. So you can become a deal maker. You can spend your time and your effort to do those things, but to be a deal maker, you've got to have a very strong desire to become an expert. That's what I discussed in the mindset module, which was the first module of this course. You have to learn to create sweat equity, and we'll discuss all the different strategies that are available to you in the no money down deal module. So in the end, how will you make a decision whether you're going to develop or sell or develop or hold? Well, for me, everything is based on numbers. Now, these are the different different metrics that I've used, and I've given you a calculator. Under due diligence, under how to find your next deal, there's a section called understanding capital growth. If you haven't looked at it, you should go back and have a look at it. And there's an Excel template where you can put in these numbers and make an informed decision of exactly what you are going to do. So if I was to decide what I was going to do, it depends upon my current feasibility for the project and what my profits coming out, what are my tax liabilities in that, and I would punch in some numbers and try and find out the gross rental yield, the return on investment, return on capital, growth on equity return, net profit. So, and in a nutshell, you get into a development when the price trend is up and sell when the price trend has peaked. And in a flat market, you develop, sell, and move on. And as far as I'm concerned, I would only hold properties that are positive or neutral. And I've got numbers from my projects that tell me that it is very possible. I'm doing that, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to keep doing that in future as well. So you can get positive properties by developing, because you are manufacturing a huge amount of growth in metropolitan areas that are not sensitive to gas companies or a mining company, that if tomorrow they start to decide to leave, your property has no value. So I stick to main capital cities and I stick to stick close to activity centers, because even in the worst case scenario, if the market's gone down, I can still have the capacity to hold them and put them on rent. So having that right location will help you. So in a nutshell, your strategy will depend upon your mindset, the strategy you want to take, the goals and outcomes you want to achieve, the investing approach, and your ability to do no money down deals. So that's the strategy section.